Minimum wages. Some say they lift workers out of poverty, others say they kill jobs. So, are minimum wages actually good or bad for workers? Let's break down the real-world economics behind one of the most debated policies in the world. At its core, a minimum wage is a price floor, the lowest legal wage an employer can pay. In basic economic theory, if you set this wage above what the market would naturally settle at, you create excess supply, meaning more people want jobs than there are jobs available. That can lead to unemployment. But theory is one thing. What actually happens in the real world? In the United States, debates over raising the federal minimum wage, say to $15 an hour, have been heated. Some studies found that modest increases have little to no effect on employment, especially in high-cost cities. In places like Seattle and New York, many low-wage workers saw higher incomes without major job losses. But it's not uniform. In industries with tight profit margins, like restaurants, there's evidence of reduced hours or slower hiring. So the effect depends on things like the region, the industry, and how high the new wage is relative to the local economy. Now contrast that with India, a country where over 80% of the workforce is in the informal sector. Here, minimum wage laws often exist on paper, but enforcement is weak. Many workers don't have formal contracts, and minimum wage increases can actually push more people into unregulated, unstable work. In this case, the problem isn't the wage level, it's the lack of formal labor protections. You can't enforce a floor if the whole system is underground. Singapore takes a very different approach. It doesn't have a universal minimum wage. Instead, it uses the progressive wage model, a system that ties wages to training and productivity, especially in low-wage sectors like cleaning, security, and retail. As workers upskill, they move into higher wage brackets, meaning pay rises are linked to value creation, not just legal mandates. It's a way to raise wages without risking job losses, because employers get more productive labor in return. In the Philippines, minimum wage increases are a common political tool. Regional wage boards set different levels, but small businesses often say they can't keep up. This has pushed some companies to automate or outsource work, and others to hire informally to avoid compliance. Again, we see the tension. Minimum wages aim to protect workers, but when applied without broader support for businesses, they can backfire. So, are minimum wages good or bad? Well, it depends. It's a trade-off, fair pay versus employment flexibility. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. A minimum wage can help reduce poverty, but only if it's carefully designed, well enforced, and part of a bigger strategy that includes productivity, skills, and support for small businesses. So the real question isn't should we have a minimum wage, but how do we design one that works, for both workers and employers? What do you think? Should countries raise minimum wages, or are there better ways to protect low-income workers? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to EasyCons for more real-world economics explained.